This lineup. Oh! Inside, Sorber is foul and finishes.
But they're not a good zone offensive team.
Oh, there's Sorber and one.
Tested. Good pass. Good pass.
Back play.
Yeah.
Wow, Sorber falling to his backside.
Sorber. Oh, the no-look pass from the freshman.
Back looking for Sorber. Thomas Sorber and winds into the paint. Leaves it for Sorber. Hangs and banks it in.
McKnight picks up the dribble. Sent out of bounds by Sorber.
Afternoon was a ring save. Beating PV. Sorber and one.
Yeah.
That's the feed to a rolling Sorber who throws it down. Sorber goes right at LB. The victim. Look at the big man inside.
Keeping extra possessions for Georgetown.
Leak-Mack threads the needle to Sorber. Bucket in the foul. Mack closed quickly on Gillis, and then has it swatted away by Sorber.
That is Sorber. Taking it on the block, up and under, and he got it.
You kind of get in sync and understand what you're trying to teach them every day in practice so they can carry it over into the game.
Great position for the... There's the freshman Sorber. Got it. Georgetown won just 9 games last year, trying to turn it around here. Hoyas trying to cash in, and they do. A pretty look.
Nothing in transition. We'll see what they look for.
Oh, wow. Wow. Shoot. Elected to pass it up.
He understood time and score that time.
Now he's got the shot, and now he hits it.
Wondering if Chris Casey's going to have to turn up some full court defense to try to create some steals.
Or maybe just try to keep...
JD at the time for giving him that opportunity, and grateful is the word that Ed comes up with. Absolutely.
One for these respective coaches. They want to show what's possible this season. Thomas Sorber with the offensive rebound and one.
Look at that activity.
That the players have an enjoyment for each other. They're willing to sacrifice for each other, and they care more about each other than he's trying to get himself going, spark his own energy, his own engine.
That throws it out. Sorber cleans up the mess. How about at point blank? That's how he's been scoring in this early season. Sorber too strong. Oh my goodness, man! That's how you pass up.
Their conference rebounded the ball. Sorber second in the Big East.
Sorber. Oh, he can pass too. Sorber, what positioning for two?
In the bigs.
Here is Sorber. Another nice pass. Plus the foul. Downhill. F's off the mark. Oh, man.
With Ed here to DC. There's Pinedo. Blocked. Sorber. Sorber, first touch in about a couple of minutes. Short hook.
The second half for the big fella. Second play. Back to the big fella.
Hey. Rosenberger is left-handed all the way. 3-2, trying to work his way in. Blocked by Sorber. Okay, shot clock violent. Rosenberger. Going to get the handle. Lefty going left. Blocked by Sorber. Kept it in play. Sorber got a piece of that. Outlet. He knew that was going to be a dunk.
Dre Howell South. He's physical, but Sorber's a bit more physical. Boy, is very methodical. Sorber, nice look. And the lay-in. This is all geared towards NEC play and repeating. Oh, another nice pass. The big Mascara pushes it out. Howell South. Oh, Sorber. Duco ball at Monroe College. Matt, no, Sorber.
So, you know, they have an awful lot to build on. The Northeast East Conference is going to be put on notes.
Pressure on the defensive end.
That is just wants them to have the confidence to take it, but he wants it to be a good shot.
You can't tell them not to take it because they get
his lead. He's going to try a 3, and Sorber got it. Came wide open in the left corner, and nobody got a body on Sorber. Your offensive sets in the half court. Or do that
as we get along further into this game.
Sometimes it's like osmosis, just being around it a little better, as all good point guards do, but he's still learning, and there's Sorber. Great
floater rolls off. Sorber fighting for it. DeVries rebounds. Sorber, nice take, and right back to Fielder for the flush. Working, so well, we play on as Sorber blocks the shot inside. A nice PV, nice bounce pass to Sorber, who soars at the rim. Sorber, oh, the no-look pass from the freshman. Max layup no good. Sorber, another offensive rebound and a putback. Sorber. Mack penetrating for Sorber, and you see the athleticism. Cooley, first road game, and you are being tested. Good pass. Good pass.
Finally.
9-point lead for West Virginia. Mack kicks it out for Sorber. Need it. Big. Got it.
The third time this year he's played for Syracuse. Inside to Sorber, a rim rocker for the Hoyas. Contested in the mid-range. Two defenders went for the ball. A few off the boards now for the Orange. Clapping his hands in the face of Sorber, and the freshman faces him up. Makes this Syracuse team really versatile, this lineup. Oh! Inside, Sorber is fouled. Ball screen with Sorber into the body of Freeman. And Sorber sticks it home. This would be a significant win even if these teams are down. Freeman, that is smothered by Sorber. Into Sorber. Good catch, good patience. About 3 minutes. Sorber, catch and finish, back-to-back bucket. Freeman in the game for 13 minutes. Davis denied at 9.5% man-to-man. The Hoyas will play a little bit of zone. That's a great move. And, you know, he's not afraid. I mean, he had 16 against Alabama the other night, too. So in the big games, foul.
Sorber goes into the paint, left side, off the glass. It's good. To the corner, Williams for three. Yes!
This group has to be able to close the gap, or at least keep the gap until the starters get back in.
Epps to Sorber, who jams it. Ashworth to Kalkbrenner, tough catch, and his shot is blocked from the
make things happen. I would not be surprised if he gets a bucket.
Oh, Sorber with the
shot block.
You've got to give the Hoyas credit. Their half-court defense has been really
no doubt
good. Just to get something in the post to see where the switches are going to be.
Hoyas ran flat 6 times against Creighton. They converted on 4 of them. Make it 1-for-1 here.
And that's right.
Of the game for Seton Hall. Now Sorber answers. You had St. John's winning at the buzzer at Providence Friday night. Nice entry to Sorber. Thomas Sorber has a let's. Hadn't made his move until 6. Now Duval goes in, lost it. And with 3 seconds, and Cooley calls time.
So much energy to do the job down here as well.
Sorber responds when they have needed. PV to Sorber. Thomas Sorber with another silencer. Now it's trimmed to 10. Here's PV. Down to Sorber. Tommy boy.
Almost a 4-1 zone.
Yalden to Fleet. Both teams just with 3 threes apiece. Jenkins, that was straight up defense by Sorber. Yalden.
For Sorber, inside with the left hand again, and he's fouled. Into Sorber, and he is surrounded by Harrison. Done a nice job on the offensive end so far. Shot clock running down. Really nowhere to go.
Capitalize. Get a left-hand drive finish.
Working it inside to Sorber again. He's just so...
Dribble handoff. You tell your defender to run through the screen if the person is a set. And you'll be rewarded with a moving screen every single time.
That's the amazing thing is, you know, people are trying to project you guys when you're 16-year-old, 17-year-old kids. And
not 3, Xavier. Best, one of the best in the country, the best of the Big East. But there's that big guy trying to chimp the basket.
Ignite picks up his dribble, sent out of bounds by Sorber.
With Freeman being out.
Sean Miller said they're playing better than they anticipated he would, and that's been a pleasant surprise for them. Sorber spinning, beautiful.
Going to continue to play through it.
Sorber tripped up, finds the angle. Points has exploded in the second half.
Sorber, the freshman, diving towards the cup.
Haven't played against it a lot, but they're not a good zone offensive team.
Oh, there's Sorber and one. You called it. So Owens getting some major time to shine on the left block. And he gets beaten on that reverse on help. Jones, great look to Joplin. Rejected by Sorber.
Which makes it a little bit harder. But Sorber with a nice cut there and a good pass for what a finish left-handed.
Joplin to Jones, ball sticking a bit. Jones on the drive.
Sorber again, another block.
Athletes to be able to get stops. Loose ball. In the Big East by far in terms of experience and probably one of the top 5 youngest in the entire.
Sorber trying to work pick and roll.
He's got it now, quickly double. Look at that interior. Warriors never went away, but they were never able to really seize control.
Mack looking for Sorber. Thomas, Sorber, and one. And UConn. Wiltshire trying to find his way in, and Sorber said, "Get out of here." That's
just a couple behind us, but when you get pushed, they can call the foul on you on St. John's, or they let it play.
Sorber gets it.
Wasn't the case Friday night, was it?
Took a while for Villanova to find their first points.
Sorber twisting and turning against Enoch. Nice cut here by Sorber down low.
Kicks to the wing, and PV. Huge swing. Personnel-wise in this game as Sorber goes to work with some playing time at the end of the first half. Let's see if Georgetown can get Sorber going here.
Well, you could bet Ed Coley's thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah. Wow, Sorber falling to his backside tonight.
Yeah, he plays both ends of the floor as well. This is the next part of his game. That's guys
Floyd had a nice game. Providence coming off their bye week, and there's Sorber. Mila yet to get going this afternoon. And there's Sorber with his second look.
That's basically the count for the officials without them having to count.
Sorber wants another triple. He's got it! To go along with a couple of blocks for the freshman big man. Elbow jumper, rattles home.
Bryce Hopkins continues, and he's doing a pretty good job. Wow. Another specialty.
Curtis Williams off the bench for the Hoyas. Lob pass. Sorber had to gather.
Can't shove him that far away from the basket.
Warriors still have a couple of fouls to give. Sorber goes over.
That kind of mannerisms as if something that goes sideways.
Sorber going up with the left. An 8-0 run for the Hoyas. Elon blocks. Sorber another one. See how many touches Sorber gets here. Going up against the rim save. Goes up with the link this afternoon. There's a rim save. Beating PV. Sorber and one.
Now this is how you start if you're Georgetown when you come out of that locker room. And it has to be a steady. And use that on the defensive end to create easy baskets on this end of the floor.
That's a little bit more.
Malik Mack, the Harvard transfer, bounces inside. This is Sorber who goes off the glass.
No, last year, Butler beat Georgetown twice. Brooks had 29 points in both games.
Sorber all the way to the basket. Mulready bounces into Sorber. Faces up, falls away over screen and connects. Mack bounces. Here's Sorber going up against screen. That's a fun big man matchup, and Sorber
gets zone. Both teams practiced.
Why?
Because I had seen them on tape as being man-to-man teams.
PV looking to push, darts into the paint, leaves it for Sorber, hangs and banks it in.
Points a game. That's #1 in the Big East and 5th in all of college basketball. Nice pass.
A great pass from PV, and there's Sorber for the first
total. So
Sorber got busy early. He's doubled and scored anyway. It's knocked away by Sorber. 5 on the shot clock. Dripping down to 3. Fielder gives resistance, and that's over the top. Behind the back pass, almost went to the backcourt. Sorber turnarounds. He's got 10 already. And another third scoring option. Jaden Epps not available tonight for Georgetown as Sorber starts the second half. Well, biggest run.
Nice pass.
That they've had in Sorber.
Sorber hasn't had a touch in a while.
Now he does. It's a good one.
The front runner for Big East Freshman of the Year, Thomas Sorber, who's got it now, and Ari Arine has scored more points so far. But Sorber. An extra possession for the Hoyas. Sorber.
they do have, they can't afford to be in that situation.
And Seton Hall has gone 8 for 11 at the stripe, and Sorber at La Lumiere in Indiana. And Sorber just 2 transfer from TCU.
What you like when you see someone make the most of their opportunity. A number of them were dead ball turnovers, where they're not interrupted right there.
First meeting in D.C. in part because of the rebounding battle. Rebounding. Can't give his team second chance opportunity. Leading score, doubled, knocked away. Peavy stripped it. Peavy ahead. Thomas Sorber.
With a one-legged fadeaway. I love to see him put some pressure on the rim.
Sorber, tough catch.
The game. So, see what his conditioning is looking like.
Give it go. Sorber right to the rim just of the afternoon. Slip pass. Sorber. Hard jump stop, and man.